It's a little bit tricky because the conditions have been quite different. The couple of days that we've been here, and then we had our main training session planned. The pitch was waterlogged, we couldn't train. So, but yeah, look, it is what it is. We know we don't expect those kind of conditions at this time of year, and we expect, as we saw in the first round, that every game will be very difficult, and we expect that to be no different on Saturday.
And Marcos, how are you feeling? Obviously it was tough last Saturday in New Zealand against South Melbourne. Being at home with the fans, do you feel that things can change for your team?
The team not perform well in Auckland, okay? We're sorry for this. I think it's a young team, it's the first professional year for this club. They try to do our best. Maybe here they try to make a difference. Play more offensive, I don't know. But we try to do our best. Auckland is a great team, I think it's good for PNG Hikari to play against New Zealand or Australian clubs to understand much more, I hope they play well tomorrow.
Question for Ben, of the Pacific Islands-based teams, you've started the strongest, 4 points, win and a draw. So how is Solomon Kings FC feeling ahead of your first match this weekend?
Yeah, look, we're happy with the start. It's too early to look into comparisons at this stage. I think everybody's still trying to get through playing everybody else and having a good look. For us, it's just game by game. Fiji really impressed me, Bula really impressed me in their opening games, very organised, some really good players in there that can change a game. So, we've a lot of respect for them, and I think it'll be a good game, and we'll just focus on ourselves and do what we can to try and get 3 points again.
And next to you, Lars, your side's played some great football. Probably haven't got all the results that you would have liked so far. You got a point, of course, against Bula. But is there a high level of confidence in the way you're tracking heading into round 2?
Yeah, I would say there is a good mixture of confidence, but also humbleness, because I think that's always going to be the starting point for us. That we need to work hard, and whatever performances we delivered in previous games, we have to deliver that again and improve on them to get anything from these games, because they're all difficult games for us.
If we go past the microphone further down to Sam Garcia from Tahiti United. Unfortunately, Tahiti United had a few travel issues. They were meant to come a day earlier, but ended up coming in yesterday. So Sam, do you feel a little bit underprepared in the sense that today will be your first training in Papua New Guinea, and then you will play tomorrow?
Non, c'est bon. Je suis très content déjà d'être arrivé à Papouasie. On est bien installé. Content aussi qu'il ne fasse pas soleil, qu'il pleuve, parce que c'est un apport important. Il fait très chaud ici. Voilà, l'équipe est bien, on va s'entraîner ce matin. On est arrivé hier, mais bon, c'est comme ça, il faut s'adapter. Donc oui, on est prêt pour jouer demain le match à Moito.
We are ready to make this game happen. Of course, we got late one day less arrived, so our first training is today. But we are prepared for that. We got all the options. Now we are in Papua New Guinea, and it's good to start, and tomorrow we'll be ready for the game.
How about Port FC, Stefan? How would you assess where you are at after round 1, getting into round 2?
I think we've shown some good things for the first game, for the first circuit. We still have to work on a few details, I would say, to have probably more certainties on certain aspects of the game. We're going to keep working, just like the other coaches. I believe we know that it's just the beginning, and we're going to try to get more points on circuit 2, just keeping in mind that we're building, and this is for us the priority.
And Rob, does it still feel for South Island United a little bit like pre-season in the sense that you had, a couple of games, but you didn't have a really any meaningful, preparation against other opposition before the competition started? The nature of it with the New Zealand League, ending and players needing that kind of Christmas break, or do you feel like you're right in the gear now?
Well, we're evolving, and I think that's pretty consistent with everyone else. Ultimately, very pleased with our second performance, particularly the first half of that. And so we've got a platform, and we can build on that. And I'm reasonably positive about the potential.
All right, can I get some questions from some of the media, please?
Firstly, welcome to Papua New Guinea. My name is Jamie. I'm with the OFC media team. I have a question for Coach Lars. You were just here 2 months ago with the Vanuatu national team. How are the boys finding it after returning from the stint here in Papua New Guinea and settling ahead of first match for round 2 tomorrow?
Yeah, I think, of course, the players who were here in autumn, or October, should I say, they still have this good feeling, driving through the streets they remember from a good experience, so that's not a bad thing, but we also got to be aware that this is a new tournament. There's nothing you can buy with old trophies, and I think the players know that too, that what got us to win that cup in October was a big portion of humbleness, to work hard in every game, to keep delivering and try their best, and I feel this is the spirit in the team now too.
I'll jump over to Coach Bula FC coach as well. I guess the same question for you. You were just here as well 2 months ago. You brought a couple of players who from the team last 2 months ago. How are they finding their stay in Port Moresby, especially ahead of the first match on Sunday?
So how do I find our team, you mean?
Yes, the team.
I think our team, obviously, was not. There were many players involved in the MSG. There's a big difference since then. We also had additional players join, and we have to note this as well. The players started to change their mindset and their approach to the game, start to understand what professionalism is. I think so far there was probably a transition phase that needed to be done. We're not quite here yet, but definitely there's a change, there's an improvement. Our structure is better on and off the field. We just have to keep going this way, and hopefully in the next few months we will be a much more solid team, and we will readjust our ambitions.
Even from the Post-Courier newspaper, perhaps?
Morning, coaches. Robert Lincoln from the National. My question is for head coach. How is the atmosphere in camp right now ahead of the big match tomorrow against Auckland?
The team are motivated, because we play at home. So the atmosphere is good. We try to give our best for our supporters. We expect a lot of these 3 games here. So the atmosphere is good. We try to do our best here. We expect to win. That's it.
Anybody else like to ask this question? Right here.
My question is related to national teams. 19% post-career. I wanted to ask, you have 3 points match and ahead of the other sports countries. You have 2 matches.
What's on the other Pacific countries?
Yes.
Look, I think we're all in a similar boat where it's a new experience for the players and the nations themselves. I think it's been said already today that everybody's on a longer term journey, trying to evolve and trying to build something beyond just the results. It's probably too early to make comparisons between the nations, and I think we're all just focusing on ourselves and doing the best we can to make progress with the teams and the nations that we've got.
Just a quick one for Stuart Larman, our head of the Pro League. Stuart, how would you assess the start, and also maybe explain a little bit to the media just around the goals of this competition, what we're trying to achieve for football in the Pacific?
Yeah, I think that the first round of matches, other than a little bit of the issues around the weather, is a very successful first round. I think we've seen highly competitive football, really entertaining football, and I thank all the coaches for the positive approach that their players have all been taking. Obviously, what we're looking to do is to step the level up overall for professional, or for all the best players in the region, so that long term there's a stronger foundation to really drive the game forward to another level. I think bringing a round of matches to a place like PNG is really important for us, because we know that there's a passion for football here. We know there's enthusiasm for football, and it's important that the players get to engage the fans of the region, and we're hoping that the fans will turn out in masses. We will highlight that the tickets are currently available on Ticketmasters, so if you're able to mention that in your publications and in different media, it will help, because we also have tickets available on the day at the gate, as is always the case here. But we'd like to see big crowds out there, not just for PNG, who we know are supported well, but for all the matches, because we guarantee these matches are going to be highly entertaining.